Welcome, air signs, to your February reading. I'm Felicity from Enchanted by Self. Those who do not know me, I am a psychic, an intuitive tarot reader, an intuitive mentor, and I'm all about that grounded spirituality. So welcome, guys. If you're new, if you're ever on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. If this resonates with you, be sure to comment below. So this is for air signs for the month of February: Aquarius, Libra, and oh my goodness, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Oh my gosh, there we go, and Gemini. So sun, moon, rising, take what resonates, leave what does not. I'm just going to start here with some pre-channeled messages that I got for you guys, okay? The first I heard was clearing the old to make way for the new. Clearing the old to make way for the new. The next thing that I got is that there is nothing to be afraid of, okay? That you are safe and you are protected. And lastly, I got teaching through experience, okay? Teaching through experience. All right. So say no to what is not for you. Say no to old habits, old toxic behaviors, toxic people, toxic situations. Say no, and in the sense of setting a boundary and being like, it's okay to say no. Okay, that's really important. Stop saying yes to what you really want to say no to. Stop saying yes to what you really want to say no to. That's a big message, okay? Some of you too, it's kind of like, there's an energy of like not quite yet. As in, not in regards to what I was talking about with clearing the old. There's definitely a need for that. But if you're like waiting for something, or you're wanting to take action on something and you're getting really frustrated, like I want to do it now, but for whatever reason, it's not quite happening, okay, use your discernment, because there's two things here. One, it just might not be the time yet, and soon will be the time. Or two, it's a straight up no, and that's not your path, and shift and turn and go somewhere else. Okay, so use your discernment. That's going to be a big one in the month of February, is discernment, and understanding too that it's all coming together. Like the beautiful like cosmic flower of this like blossoming of you and your soul and the cosmos, but within the earth, and like blossoming into your truest self, your truest form, being unafraid to be seen. Okay, going through the process of the shedding, of the clearing out of the old, so that we can move into the new, so that also new can arrive. It allows space and energy for new to arrive. So that is what is coming through for you guys. I'm going to grab a oracle, then I'm going to get stuck into the tarot. So air signs, sun, moon, rising. They need to know, please, the month of February, air signs. Okay, come out of the cave, all right, share your voice. Don't be afraid of persecution and sharing your voice. Again, like there is nothing to be afraid of. You are safe and you are protected. If you're following your soul's truth and your soul's calling, there's nothing to be afraid of. You are so protected. You are so safe. It doesn't mean that you can't feel some fear of the unknown or the uncertainty. You're like, holy shit, what's this going to mean for me, right? But you're protected and you're safe. It's really important to know. Also, teaching through experience, right? So for some of you too, it's like you're ready to step up and step out and share your voice and teach from experience. Teach what you have learned. Share your message. It doesn't mean you have to get on on the internet and do so. By all means, if that's your calling, go ahead and do that. If you want to, go ahead and do that. But also doesn't mean you have to, right? I think sometimes we get confused, or we think that like, oh, you know, in order to share the message, I need to do it in like a big public way. No, we don't have to do that. You could be sharing your message with your local community. You could share your message through a blog. You could share your message, you know, again, which could be like an anonymous blog, who knows, whatever. But it's like sharing your message in some form of way. So I have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Okay. It's that full energy. The full energy of taking the leap of faith, trusting that you are safe, trusting that you are supported, trusting that the universe has your back, trusting your soul's path. It's not about being reckless. And sometimes you're ready to leap too, and the universe is like, not just yet, just wait a second, just like there's supposed to be a slight pause. There's a few things that need to still be organized behind the scenes. You still need to go through a little bit of growth or whatever it is, or whatever, and then the leap can take place. So just remember, sometimes it's not always a no, sometimes it's just a not yet, okay? But you see here as well, she's leaving behind the old. She's leaving behind her old version. She's leaving behind the cycles of continuously healing the same fucking shadow. She's like, I've healed that enough. I'm ready to like move away from that and I'm jumping into the new. Leaving behind people, leaving behind old toxic ways of being, okay? We have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Some of you could be definitely feeling a lot of energy surging through you in the month of February. You could be receiving a lot of interesting dreams, a lot of messages and symbolism in dreams. I'm even hearing like visitation. Some of you might receive a visitation in your dream. This could be from a past loved one. This could also be a visitation in regards from a spirit guide. You might just receive a visitation in the sense of like a message comes through, okay? That's not going to be for everyone, but that is definitely coming through though, okay? But you're getting some new energetic upgrades, you know? I don't particularly love the word upgrades. It just sounds like you plug something into your computer and do software update. But regardless, whatever, it's just a word, right? A new way of being though. You're stepping into a new way of being, and a new way of being requires you to shed the old. It requires you to start saying no to things. It requires you to set some boundaries. It requires you to say yes to you and no to others' expectations of you, okay? And by the expectations, I mean like, hey, you should be doing this. Hey, you should get a job in that. You should go down that path. You should go down that path because that makes me feel better. That makes me feel safer. That's the social norm. But you're like, I want to go here. My soul wants me to go here. That's weird. Don't do that. You can't do that. Who says you can do that? Like all of that, just craziness that can just make like, oh my God, it gets so in our head. Release that and say no to that and go, fuck yes, I'm going down this path, right? And I trust it. I trust where I'm being called to. If you have like water in your chart, especially either if you have a lot of water in your chart or you have like your sun or your moon or your rising that is a water sign, I recommend you watch the water sign reading. Specifically, I mean, yeah, if that resonates with you, but I'm hearing Pisces, so it might just be more Pisces. But anyway, okay, however resonates, either way. If it feels like, oh yeah, I feel kind of guided to go and have a look at that. Oh yeah, that sounds right to me. I'll go and have a look at that reading. Then by all means do it. Oh my God, my hair's just annoying me. So get over myself. All right, let's see what's here. Beautiful. Air signs, sun, moon, rising for February, please. Okay. Guys, it's time to step up. It's time to lead. It's time to be the leader of your own life. It's time to be the authority in your field. It's time to be the authority in your life. It's time to start teaching the things that you know, that you have been through, that you have so much knowledge on. It's time to do some more learning. It's time to do some study. It's time to do and study in the interest, okay, of what sets your soul on fire, or what you're curious about. It doesn't have to be that you have to go and do a course. By all means, that can be part of it, but it can also just be picking up a book and studying a certain topic or watching some YouTube videos on a certain topic, whatever it is, okay? But it's time to step up. You are the motherfucking star, okay, of your own damn life. We all are. We're all the freaking star of our own damn life. And so it's like time. It's like time to step up. With the Queen of Wands on the bottom here, I mean, the Queen of Wands, she's my favorite queen in tarot. She is a bad bitch, okay, in the best way. She has such high level of self-worth. She loves herself to the core. She knows herself to the core. She is fierce. She takes action when she wants to take action. She doesn't chase. She doesn't get into desperate energy. She doesn't chase no emotionally unavailable person, okay? She doesn't do any of that. She's like, hell no. Like, I deserve my king, right? And again, this is not based on gender. This is purely based on energy. And a lot of you guys are awakening to that truth. You're awakening to the truth that the Queen of Wands is you, okay? Or the King of Wands. Whichever, because interesting enough, here I have the King of Wands out on the table, the Muse of Inspiration. Take what inspires you and go there. Study that. Learn about that. You might, it could even just be like through the teachings of life, your life, you inspire others by sharing your voice, by speaking up, sharing your message. Don't worry if you think other people are looking down on you for choosing a different path for yourself. At the end of the day, this is your life, okay? And I know that sounds so much easier said than done and so cliche, but it's the truth. And I feel like it's a message that needs to be drilled into us so many times until we finally fucking hear it, like for what it truly is, and it hits our soul and we go, oh yeah, like fuck this shit, I'm not gonna live for anyone else anymore. I'm over that. I got over that a long time ago, and it was the best thing I ever did, right? Best thing I ever did. Okay, the Emperor. Strong masculine energy coming through, guys. Okay, even though in this particular deck it's got a lot of beautiful feminine energy, but I feel like it's like the beautiful balance of the feminine and the masculine coming together within you, coming into union within you. So that then it's like this beautiful alchemizing energy of like, yeah, I know exactly how to co-create. I know exactly how to like create this life for myself. But for some of you, you do need to come up with a strategy, okay, on what your next step is. Come up with a strategy, but be flexible with the strategy. I understand there might be some changes. Also, if you get knocked down, get up and try again, right? Like the song by Aaliyah. I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing, but yeah, I love that song. All right. Finding the fire within you too. A lot of you are going to be doing that. And if something has to burn to the ground, let it burn to the ground. Okay. Including your old self, so you can be reborn new. But also if like something's got to die, it's got to die, on a metaphorical expression, obviously. But let it burn, because there is something calling for you to do. There is a path that you were meant to be walking down. There is a choice and decision you're meant to do. There is a door that's meant to appear for you to walk through, but it can't appear until you've cleared out the old. Get really strategic on your next move. And strategic too, in the sense of, and I don't mean in the form of manipulation. If you're in a situation that is like, well, I can't just up and leave this relationship even though I really want to, right? I'm just not in the position to do that. That's fine. Come up with a strategy, okay? Obviously, I'm not talking about relationships that have abuse. In that case, really get yourself, again, but that's a whole other thing, right? You guys know that. But like sometimes you need a strategy and you need an exit plan. And sometimes the exit plan too could be from a job, a career, whatever it is. You don't have to be like, oh, okay, well, I was going to jump and then I'm just going to make a reckless decision and then watch everything fall to the ground and I'm going to be just land in a heap of shit. Like that's not fun, right? So don't be reckless. And sometimes we can take this big leap and be like, I'm going to jump into the unknown. Other times it's like, yeah, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to be really strategic on how I exit this, whatever this is, okay? And just start clearing out the old. And that also means things internally within us. But look at the beautiful star. The star shows up when you've been through a difficult period. The star shows up to bring healing, to bring wish fulfillment, to bring this message that the universe has heard your calls, okay? God has heard your calls. Your prayers are being answered. But also to remind you, you are the star. And you're not disconnected from the cosmos. You are a part of the cosmos, but you're still a human being, okay, in this beautiful plane that is called Earth. You can look at it in two ways. I choose to look at the, while I don't agree and love everything that goes on in the world, I still love life, okay? And I still am so appreciative of this experience that I am going through and that I have been through. It's all about perspective, right? The star. Some of you too in February, you're going to find the spotlight is on you, okay? It is on you. I'm definitely getting that message though with the awakening. Like there's like an awakening to your true self. There's an awakening to a aha moment, some illumination, some clarity. And there's also like an awakening to, oh, this life ain't it anymore. And I'm sick and tired of living it the way that I've been living it. And I'm going to make some different choices and decisions to help the momentum of the energy start to gain momentum so I can move forward. All right, beautiful air signs, if this resonates, comment below. Happy birthday to all the Aquariuses out there, by the way. I don't know if I said that earlier, but happy birthday. I send you guys so much love and I'll talk to you soon.